Alright guys, welcome back to a new van build episode. This episode is the start of building out my kitchen cabinets. I'm really actually excited about this because one, it's going to give me a better feel for the space, but two, I'm doing something that's a different look than most people. I'm definitely going, I'll put in some like clips of my inspiration and vibes, but I'm going with the Wabi Sabi look. And if you don't know anything about Wabi Sabi, it is a interior design look that lives off of 3 realities. Basically, nothing's finished, nothing lasts, and nothing is perfect, or something like that, I think is what the 3 are. Which is like literally van life. And I'm obsessed. I love the look. So I'm going for a different look in the cabinets than what most people do. And I'm going to have a lot of cool finishes in my build. Considering I'm going with the Wabi Sabi theme. A little hint, my countertops and cabinets are going to be micro cement. Which I don't really see people doing too often. But it's not necessarily Wabi Sabi, but it looks the look of Wabi Sabi. I could do clay, but I just don't feel like clay is as durable as cement. So we're going with micro cement, and I'm really excited about that. I'm still working out the details, so we might be cutting this part out if this falls through. But that is my vibe. So I'm going to build this kitchen countertop. It's going to be about 58 inches long is the plan. The only things I really have to plan for in here are my induction cooktop. I'm doing a Breville Smart Oven and a sink. And then I'll have like the middle space basically to do some cabinets, and it's gonna be like my main storage because I don't have a lot of storage in the van, which I'm a little stressed about. It's gonna be different. I'm trying to you need you with say you ain't. And baby, I can't be your Okay, ooh, sorry, the lighting is terrible in here. Until I get these underlit lights, it's terrible. Okay, so I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes because when I originally planned to do this, I wanted the gaps to be 2.5 inches, but I just felt like that was like so big and I'm already limited on space, so that's like a 1/2 inch on each side of cabinet space, a whole inch. I know it's a whole inch, but when you're coming down to tiny living, every inch counts. So I wanted to shorten it down to 2 inches because I felt like looking at like a measuring tape to have like the beams of the cabinets this thick seems like super thick. So I was gonna cut it down to 2 inches. I think this will still give me the look that I'm going for. And so originally when I planned for the 2.5 inches, each cabinet divider was gonna be a 2x3 with the 1.5 inch side like facing forward, and then a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch on each side to finish out the inside of the cabinets. And so that would give me 2.5 inches. Well, I bought all these 2x3s and all this 1/2 inch plywood, and now I'm like, shoot, I need to use all of that. And I have 1/2 inch plywood. I bought 2 sheets. Honestly, I'm gonna use the 1/2 inch for the back and then the 1/2 inch for the side, and that's it. So I'm gonna have extra 1/2 inch plywood, which is kind of annoying because I'm really trying to like be frugal about my spending. And I have a bunch of 1/4 inch scraps, so I'm still going to use the 2x3 for the like middle cabinets. It's only going to be for the first one that I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm still going to use the 2x3s, but I'm going to use 1/4 inch this time for like the inside cabinets and stuff to make that work. And then the outside cabinet, I'm going to, because I want to have a 1/2 inch piece on like the side where the walkway is. It's just a little more sturdy, things bang up against it. I feel like it would just be better. So what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of these 1x2s. So I'm going to cut these to the size. These are 3/4 inches, and I'm going to have a 1/2 inch on the outside, and I'm going to have a 1/2 inch on the inside. That's a 1/4 inch too small. Most people would be like, oh, it's fine. No, I'm gonna make this right. So then I'm gonna put a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood on the inside of the, or sorry, a 1/4 inch on the inside of the 1/2 inch. So the beam, if you're looking at it, it's facing out to the cabinet. It'll be 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, because this is a 1x2, and then 1/4 inch plywood, 1/2 inch plywood equals 2 inches. That was a very complicated way to explain what I'm doing, but I think it will make more sense once it's built. Okay guys, so we finished the main frame of the cabinet, and yo, this looks way better than I thought it was going to look. I'm actually very excited. So the only thing I need to frame out still with the 2x3s are so the induction cooktop is going here. Underneath it is going to be the cutout for the oven. So I need to make a shelf about here for the oven to sit on, and then down below this will be pull-out storage. And then this one, I'm trying to decide if I want to divide it into 3 sections and do the middle as like open shelving or something, or what I want to do with this middle section. This one, boy, is going to be where the sink is, and so there's going to be a small, a lot of people do like a false drawer, but I can do like a 5-inch deep drawer here. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I did in the bus. It was a false drawer, and then I made it into a real one. And I just like stored like my toothbrush or sponges, like little things in there. And then down below will just be a whole open cabinet storage, basically, with a door, obviously. I'm so cold, but it's only 5:15, and I'm like, you can work so much longer tonight, but I just don't feel like it, you know? Like, I'm at that stage in the build when I just don't feel like it. Okay guys, hello, I'm back, a new day, working on the cabinets, trying to finish them today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I completely disassembled the cabinet and made it smaller because I put it in yesterday and I went back and forth with my friends, and one friend made like a really good point. Another friend was like, it looks normal, it looks like what a van, you're just not used to a van being so small, like the cabinet size is fine. And then one friend was like, well, if it's really bothering you, and I was like, I said, I didn't want it to be so closed off here in the entryway, because I feel like when you're hanging out with friends and it's like 2 people are in the swivel seat, one's there, and then like someone's here and they're like, oh, I don't want to come in, it's too crammed. As soon as someone makes that comment, instantly I'm gonna be triggered. So she was like, just fix it. So I spent about 2 hours. It only took, well, like an hour and a half to take it all apart, cut some new crossbeam pieces, because I was also worried that it was too far out in the hallway. I ideally wanted it to be about 3/4 inch back further. So while I was making it 4 inches shorter, I also made it 3/4 inch. So I basically had to disassemble the whole thing. But we are assembled and we're back to where we were yesterday. But I have a ton of scrap 1/4 inch, so this actually works out because I did buy a bunch of 2-inch, or no, 1/2 inch plywood, but I have other things I can use that for. My 1/4 inch from like my walls and my ceiling, I was just like, holy crap, I have so much, I don't really know what I'm gonna use all of this for. Well now, because I originally was gonna make the gap 2.5 inches, but it just felt too big. So now, since we're doing a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, I am using all of it. So I'm talking so much, but I'm gonna try to quickly explain one more thing. So I need to cut boxes to fit each of those. Instead of mapping it out and cutting, because cutting straight lines just takes so much thought process and effort, I have a handy dandy router tool. So I screwed in this huge piece of scrap wood to here, and I just take the router and zzz, zzz, on 2 sides. So I line up one side and I line up the bottom, so there's only 2 sides. And y'all, it's worked so well. I've cut these 2 pieces already in like 2 minutes. The longest part is screwing it in, which takes 2 seconds. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. This is the definition of work smarter, not harder. My battery just died. So work smarter, not harder, except for when your battery doesn't die. Okay, done. And you know what? It's a perfect edge. I swear it's a lot faster than that just demonstrated. How long was that? 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. That's actually not terrible. That's not terrible. But yeah, so now I've got 3 down, 4 to go. My battery's almost dead, and I only have 1 battery. So I'm gonna actually charge this for a hot second. I guess I'll just charge it in between because I have another battery for a drill, like a separate drill. So as I'm changing these out, I guess I'll just pop it on the charger to charge up a teeny tiny bit. And then, actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend some time pulling out some more pieces of 1/4 inch because that one could maybe get me 2 more. Okay guys, happy Saturday. It is getting so cold in Michigan. I'm not happy about it. This weekend I was planning on installing my roof rack because, you know, Saturdays and Sundays are just longer days. However, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are beautiful days, upper 60s. So I'm just gonna spend those 3 days doing the roof rack and the solar, taking advantage of the warm weather. No need to put myself through cold temps when I need like my hands to do like little bolts and stuff. So we're not doing that. So today we are hoping to finish up the cabinet. So I'm super excited about that. All we really have left to do is the countertop, which is not gonna be for a while. I don't need to cut that anytime soon because I'm not finishing it with I'm finishing it with micro cement and I haven't even ordered it and it's coming from Spain. It's gonna take at least 2 weeks to get here. So what I am gonna do though is the face frame today, the back, and also the little shelves. So we're gonna start with the shelves first, and then we are going to head to Lowe's to buy a 1/4 inch piece of plywood. We're gonna nail it to the frame, and then we're just gonna take the router and cut out the little holes. I think that's the easiest way just to like get it super clean. I have a lot of little scraps of 1/4 inch, but I really want the face frame to just be one piece. And I can use the little scraps for other things like face framing the upper cabinets and trimming things out. So I have use for those later. So we're gonna start by cutting the shelves with 1/2 inch plywood is what we're gonna do. So Okay guys, my battery died again. This is never an issue unless I'm using my freaking router. That thing takes up so much power. Honestly, I just need to buy 2 batteries, but I really don't feel like spending $80 on another battery, so we're not gonna do it. But yo, this looks so good. I'm kind of a little annoyed right now, but Michigan is playing Penn State. There's a really big game today. There's a lot of drama going on with this game today, so I want to watch the game. So with that being said, we're charging the router, or the battery. We're gonna load this back up. The main reason why I was doing it here is because I can't put a 4x8 sheet in the van, but now that I cut off the sides and made it smaller, the excess fits in there, and then this will also fit in there. So we did accomplish the one thing that I needed to do while I was doing it here. It was just gonna be nice to like finish it off, but it needs a charge. Once it's fully charged, I should have enough battery to finish the last 3 cutouts, and then we'll pretty much be done, besides putting the backer board on this, which is super easy, that we can do later, and the countertop, which I'm gonna wait a little bit for. So this will be done for the most part today, and we can hopefully start on some upper cabinets later this evening, because we've got 2 games we want to watch: Colorado versus Arizona, Michigan versus Penn State. So let's head back to the house, take a little break to watch some football, and then we'll come back out this evening at like 4:30-ish, 5. All right, let's do it. Bro.